Hey, what's going on, gamers? RJ Game News USA here, and we're going to go over the review scores for Dynasty Warriors Origins today. So first, I want to give some backstory on my history with the Dynasty Warriors series, and to be completely frank with you all, I don't have too much of a history with it. I have much more of a history when they did Hyrule Warriors and Fire Emblem Warriors and that crossovers they've had with Nintendo. The two Zelda games, the two Fire Emblem games, I thought they were really fun, but it didn't really drive my interest as far as jumping right into the other Dynasty Warriors games. I know there's been so many in the series, and this is another one that I'm probably not going to pick up. But I know some of you in the community like Dynasty Warriors. Maybe you're interested in knowing what the reviewers had to say. So, I bring this video to y'all today to see what you think about what these reviewers are saying about Dynasty Warriors Origins, and see if it's something you'd like to pick up on your Xbox Series or your PlayStation 5. So, without further ado, let's get to the scores. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. We had one perfect score, a perfect 100 from Digitally Downloaded, who said, overall, Dynasty Warriors Origins is a big, explosive, and massively entertaining action game, and true to the title, a conscious effort by Koei Tecmo to get back to the qualities that so many people have enjoyed from the series over the years. By the way, it got an 80 overall on Metacritic. I think the score is very decent for a Dynasty Warriors game. An 80 is pretty milquetoast in today's industry. It's bare minimum, in my opinion, to be able to be a game that's worth purchasing if you're going off Metacritic scores on whether or not you should purchase a game full price or not. How about a 90 from IGN? Little surprised it would give it that high of a score. Says, Dynasty Warriors Origins doesn't just have the largest amount of enemies the series has thrown into the screen at once. Well, holy shit, that's kind of ridiculous, because we know Dynasty Warriors can put a ton of enemies on screen. It also deepens its combat, improves its storytelling, and provides a healthy amount of replayability. High praise from IGN there, giving it a 90. Has did so many other reviewers. Sorry, I feel like I'm stuttering today. MGG with an 85, one of many to give it an 85, said Dynasty Warriors Origins is a new formula that dares to take risks, and we think it's going to pay off. To reach a wider audience, it was certainly necessary to break with the codes that kept the series somewhat stuck in the past. I might look at this if it goes on sale, guys. I may really consider it. How about Hobby Consolus with an 84? Dynasty Warriors Origins puts the Muso genre back on the map, so that those who haven't given it a chance can finally decide to do so. Despite not revolutionizing the scene and ending up being somewhat repetitive, the narrative, gameplay, and technical innovations of this game are worth playing. We also have a ton of 80s, which makes sense because the overall Metacritic score is an 80, including from Game Rant, who said, a mostly bland story and a lack of additional playable characters are the major faults with Dynasty Warriors Origins. It is the most polished, mechanically rewarding, and technically impressive game in the series so far. And it should be. It's made on the latest hardware. They've obviously had so many games that do this. It should be the most refined version we've ever seen. That should be a given. Let's see. Yeah, ton of 80s here. How about 79 from Games.ch, who said, while Dynasty Warriors Origins is not a complete reboot of the franchise, it still offers enough new elements to make it a great starting point into the series. The big battles are still the strongest part, while the main story is interesting enough. And by the way, guys, if you don't know, this game comes out January 17th. If you're watching this video before that. So keep an eye on it if you're looking to pre-order it. I'm not paid or sponsored by Dynasty Warriors Origins. Just want to make that clear. I don't think I'm even buying the game. Just to make that clear. For full transparency. Gaming Trend with a 70 says Dynasty Warriors Origins represents a commendable yet contradictory effort to rejuvenate the series in balancing familiar elements with new features to create a refreshing experience. It loses sight of what makes the originals fun and fails to improve on what made them not so fun. Interesting take. I wish I could explore that take a little more and see what this one's doing that the past ones weren't doing that made them feel this way. I have a few more 70s on here. GameSpot gave it a 70. We'll just read theirs anyway. Dynasty Warriors Origins is an ambitious game that forcefully pushes the reset button after the failings of Dynasty Warriors 9. Shots fired. It's a marked improvement on that game in almost every area, utilizing modern technology to expand upon its hack-and-slash core with implementation. So yeah, GameSpot's always giving notoriously low scores. Not as much as The Guardian or the next one on this list. Jimquisition with a 65, saying Origins is one of the best disappointments I've ever played. So, what a line to start that off with. Origins is one of the best disappointments I've ever played. What does that even mean? Well, he goes on and says, the groundwork it lays could have been the basis of a genuinely amazing Dynasty Warriors game. But this one is so obvious about its corner cutting and conflates realism with... And then the review trails off. Yeah, your review doesn't make too much sense, Jimquisition. But that's coming from you. VGC, another notoriously low rater of games with a 60, says Dynasty Warriors Origins will offer enough for fans, but won't blow the minds of new players or series regulars. The scale of the game's battle and rock-solid performance are impressive, but there's little to write home about outside of that. I think that's a fair review. And Eurogamer Germany also gave it a 60. And those are the low scores here. So we have it ranging from 60 to 100, with 80 being the Metacritic score officially. So guys, what do you think? Are you interested in picking up Dynasty Warriors Origins? Why or why not? Let me know in the comments below. I will catch you guys later. Peace. Have a good one.